Working a 9 to 5 and creating content is basically impossible if you don't have a plan. So today I'm going to break down how to create that plan so you can not only work your 9 to 5, but also create content because I know that's what you want to do. Your love is creating content. It might not be creating income right now, but once you have a good plan, a good schedule where you can find time in your busy schedule to create that content, the money's going to follow. But without having that plan in the beginning, you can forget about that. So before I get involved into any of that conversation, I do want to first introduce myself. My name is Jelan Abrams, and this is the Unknown and Talented Podcast. So before we even start the conversation, I do want you to understand that you have more time than you think. Right now, you're trying to balance your 9 to 5. You're trying to balance your family time, your friend time, you're working out, all these different things you're trying to balance, and you feeling like you don't have time. You have to create time because being a content creator, you want to create. But before we even get into the actual creating process of that, we're going to have to create time so you can actually do what you love. So you're going to have to look at your day and be like, what can I change around that I can find time to be a content creator? Because without doing that, you're not going to be able to be seen. You're not going to be able for you posting content and you get the likes and shares and follow that you want because you can't be consistent without that schedule. Because consistency is when you become known. You think about any show that you watch, there's like, you probably heard about the show before you started watching it. Oh, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen that? And it's like, the reason why you heard about it because they were consistent. When a show comes out, they come out every single week. They don't miss weeks. They don't come out 1 week and miss a month and come out the next month. No, it's week after week after week. Next week you're going to get this. So that's the kind of plan we have to make. We got to make how many times you're going to post. If you're going to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, your audience should be expecting you. I'm going to be here Monday. I'm going to be here Wednesday. I'm going to be here Friday. You can't just say, oh man, I'm busy at work. I'm not going to create content now. Your followers are not going to stay with you. I want you to think about it like this, right? Think about it like a relationship. You with someone for 3 months, right? Super consistent. Now, oh man, I'm gonna take a month off because I'm just so stressed and everything with life. When you try to come back around that next month, it's not the same. It's like, where'd you go? I got other things to do. I found somebody else. And that's the same thing with content. If you're not going to be consistent, if you're not going to consistently show up, if you're going to go 3 months, go hard, people following you, rooting you on, let's go. You take a month off. Now they found somebody else. You're giving them an opportunity to fall in love with someone else because you're inconsistent. And you can't do that. The minute I met my wife, every single weekend, booked up. Yep, we're doing something every single weekend. Because I can't have a chance that someone else could sneak in. And that's what we have to do when we're creating content. If you want to be consistent, you have to make sure these people that are following you, they're rooting you on. After 1 week, after 2 weeks, they're not doing it no more because like, all right, he wasn't real. She wasn't real. And they moved on to somebody else. So the first step is understanding your time is limited and using your time smartly. So that's what you have to understand. You have time. It's just limited. You just can't do all the things you want to do. But you're going to have to do the things that's going to be the most important, the things that are actually going to change your life. So you probably understand how important and how valuable time is, but do you know how to plan it? Just saying, when I come home from work, I'm going to create content, I'm going to write. That's not good enough. Like, you want to make sure when you're planning these things, you're planning it by, I get off at 5:30 commute. Once I get home, 5:30 to 6, what am I going to do? 6:30 to 7, what am I going to do? You want to plan it that precisely because that's what's going to help you be consistent. That's what's going to help you actually get things done that you said you're going to get done. If you just say, oh, when I come home, I'm going to create content, that could be anything. That could be at 5:30. That could be at 7 o'clock. That could be 10 o'clock. Now you're just going to be moving with emotions. Like, every single part of your life was on a schedule. When you was a baby, you had a feeding schedule. Your parents made sure to feed you at exact times because they know you're going to be hungry at this time. When you started school, you had classes, you had lunch specific time. Everything was on a schedule. Now you're at work, everything is on a schedule. So why are you not putting your life on a schedule? Why are you doing the exact opposite of what you've been doing your entire life that's been successful? You have to follow it. So what you have to do is create that schedule for yourself so that you know all the little things that you want to do and all the things you have to do. Because scheduling is important because you're actually building the dream life that you want. The vision that you have in your head, the things on your vision board, you're looking at it like, I want this life. It's not going to happen by just a wish. It's going to be planned. It's going to be scheduled. Because if you want that foundation of what you're building to be strong, you got to plan it out. The house that I'm sitting in right now was planned out. It wasn't just a mistake that this house got built. It was planned. We looked at different locations. We said, do we like this? Do we like this lot, this lot? We picked a lot. We picked the floor plans. The people started building it with the foundation. They next thing they did, they build the framing. Then they build the walls. Then they put the roof on. It was steps. It was scheduled. Certain days they want to do certain things to build this house that we have. And that's what you're doing. You're building. You're building something that your family can stand on. So you're going to have to make sure you schedule it. And how do you schedule it, Jelan? Great question. So what you want to do first is audit your day. You want to pretty much take note of how you're spending your time. What time are you waking up? What time are you working? What are you doing once you get off of work? Start looking at the things you're spending your time at and start saying, okay, what things can I cut out? And what things do I need to keep in here? What is more important? Look at your phone. I want you to look at the time you're spending on different apps. If you see you're on social media for a period of time, okay, that's time that you could legit be productive. We want to look at every single minute of our time to see where we can fit creating content in. Because that's what you're going to have to, you're not going to get more than 24 hours in a day. You just have to shift those 24 hours. That's going to be the best for you. And the next thing you want to do is prioritize the important things. So what things in your schedule right now that you're doing that you have to do? That's a must. The must is going to be your 9 to 5. You're going to have to go to work no matter what. We can't cut that out. So we know that's a block of time. Let's just say 9 to 5 that we cannot change. Okay, so now what are we doing before work? What are we doing after work? I'm a morning person. I wake up at 4 o'clock every morning. I'm not saying you have to do it. I love pushing how important it is because this is when you're fresh. This is when, everybody's sleeping. There's no distractions. This is, for me, the perfect time. But if that's not for you, I'm not going to push you to do anything that's not comfortable for you. This is your schedule. This is not my schedule. This is your schedule. But look at your day and seeing, where can you be most efficient in time? Is it going to be before work? Can you get an hour, 2 hours or writing or creating different ideas that you can actually create content? Or is it better for you to do it after work where, you're a night owl, you rather stay up an hour or two super late to get things done? Find out when that is and then write that down. It needs to be 1 or 2 hours of no distraction time. I don't need you to say, I'm going to do it for 30 minutes and I'm going to scroll and do it for 30 more. No. This is no distraction time because this content that you want could possibly replace your job, right? Once you get consistent at it, people start following you. I know you're going to make great content. Now you can escape your job. Now you don't have, now that big old block of 9 to 5 that you've been working and slaving just to get a paycheck, that can be erased. But the only way that can be erased if you take that morning time or nighttime seriously. And one thing that I love to do, I love to time block. So I like to time block my different activities. So I know in the morning, I'm gonna wake up 4 to 4:30. That's my prayer time. 4:30 to around 6:30 is commute to the gym, commuting back home. 6:30 to 7, that's me prepping breakfast. 7 o'clock to what is it? 7 o'clock to, I don't got it in front of me. Let's just say 7 o'clock to like 8 o'clock. That's me walking with my wife / eating breakfast. And then 8 o'clock to when I got to go to work, that's me getting ready for work. So I have all those things scheduled. So now when I wake up, I know exactly what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? There's no guesswork of, oh, what are you going to do today? No, it's planned. It's planned, and the best time to plan it is the night before. Before you go to bed, just make a list of what you want to do. Is today going to be a gym day? You write down, okay, this is a gym day. Is today going to be a content writing day? It's going to be a content writing day. Is it going to be a recording day? It's going to be an editing day. What are you doing? Or is it just going to be like just brainstorming different ideas or just like looking for inspiration? Those things need to be thought about the night before, because when you wake up in the morning, you might not feel like doing that. And we cannot rely on our feelings to do anything. Today I went to the gym this morning. I didn't feel like going. I woke up tired. I went to bed late. I was hanging out, which I usually don't do. 9 o'clock is my bedtime. I was up probably 9:30, closer to 10. That's not my regular routine. So now I'm hanging out. Now I'm like, I don't feel like going to the gym. No, that's on my plan. My plan was, Jelan, you're going to go to the gym today. And that's what I did. I got up super tired, got to the gym still tired, had an awesome workout, but I didn't feel like doing it. And every time you don't feel like doing something and you don't do it, those goals that you have ain't gonna happen. If you want to lose weight, how you gonna lose weight if you're missing out on going to the gym? If you want to be a content creator and you want to post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if you wake up and don't feel like doing it, how you gonna be able to post? Because you don't feel like doing it. All the times when I record these podcasts, sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to relax. This is a weekend. I just want to chill. I want to hang out with my wife. But guess what? I'm a content creator. I need to fit my time in the best I can. I can't be recording this, telling you this stuff, and then not following what I'm saying. Once you create a plan, I want you to stick to it. I don't want you to say, oh man, I don't feel like it. This is, you know what I mean? Like, this is wishy-washy. No. You want something done, you're gonna have to do it. And the thing that helps me as well is also batching. So batching different ideas. So let's just say I am writing. I'm going to write multiple scripts. So now when I'm ready to record, I can record multiple scripts. I'm not doing it one at a time. I used to record a podcast. No, I used to write the podcast, record the podcast, edit the podcast, post the podcast, now do research and do it all over again. That wasn't sustainable for me because now every single week I have to create from scratch. So if I'm in a writing session, write it down, write all these things down, record multiples in the same day or in the same weekend or week. And then after that, I can edit them back to back. Because for me, what I realized is that editing for me is easier to do during the week. If I'm waking up early and that's a day to be productive, I'm going to edit. I'm not going to really have time to record in the morning. I might as well edit. So if I get a bunch of recording done on the weekend or during night, now morning time I can go to edit. So kind of like find out what's easier for you to how you're going to batch your content. Are you going to, write? Are you going to have a recording day? Just batch your content, have it prepped ahead of time. So now when that week comes, you have all your content already instead of trying to post every single day. Like it's unrealistic. That's what I was trying to do. And the next point is being flexible with your time, understanding that things are going to come up. And that's why it's important to batch it or being ahead. Because if you try to create content on Sunday for Monday, create content on Tuesday for Wednesday, something is going to come up. You might have a time where you're going like 3 weeks in a row. Yo, this is easy. I'm great at doing things last minute. Something's going to come up. It's going to totally throw you off. And now you're going to fall right back out of like, oh, I can't create content because I'm too busy. No, it's that you didn't plan. You didn't plan for the unexpected as well. Get your stuff done ahead of time. So now something unexpected comes, I already have content. I already have extra content for the extra week just in case something goes crazy. But you have to plan for the unexpected as well because unexpected happens. That don't stop the show, right? Unexpected that does not stop the show. The day you say, "Oh, I'm gonna call out sick from work," they gonna have someone else do something for you, right? But as a content creator, as a solo content creator, if something comes up, it's only you. You don't have, oh man, can somebody sub in for me? No, it's only you. So you have to prepare ahead of time to expect something's going to happen. Life is life for everyone, right? So you just have to expect something's going to happen. Now, when something's happened, I'm prepared. I'm good. I'm going to handle this situation, but I'm still prepared because I'm ahead. And that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you plan, because doing a schedule like this, doing it when you not feel like doing it, that's called discipline. And you're going to have a lot of discipline as you're doing this, because you already know you're working your 9 to 5. You don't like your 9 to 5. You want to escape that 9 to 5. But the only way you're going to do it is being super disciplined. It's not about motivation. It's not about listening to this podcast. All right, Jelan's right. All right, this first week I'm going to go hard and No, like you can be motivated for a period of time. Motivation fizzles out. Like I said this morning, I did not feel like going to the gym. I did not, but I went because it's the discipline. It's a discipline that knows this is my gym day. I can't now say, oh no, I can just edit now. No, you made your, discipline is about using your logic, right? Logically, I want to be a content creator. I have to post at least 3 times a week, at least. And that's the minimum. That's the bare minimum, at least, right? You can't get in your feelings that you don't feel like doing something. Now, I'll just post 2 times because now you're going to be frustrated that they don't work out because you wasn't disciplined. Disciplined to the process. Don't worry about the results right away. The results are going to come, but don't worry about those results. If you're worrying about, man, I posted this 3 times a week for a month and I'm not getting no traction, you have to stay with the process. Stay with the posting the 3 times, changing it up a little bit, but just staying on that. Because the minute you fall off, you're not helping yourself out. By not showing up, you're not helping yourself out. Every time you go missing, you're losing a chance of opportunity. That day that you didn't post is a day that someone could have saw your content. Because for someone to actually purchase from you, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the rule of 7. They have to see your product 7 times before they purchase. They have to see it 7 times. So you posting 3 times a week, that means they have to see every single piece of content for 2.5 weeks, every single piece of content for them to be a follower, to buy something that you have. And that's not going to happen. You know how the algorithm is. My mom don't even see all the stuff I post. And she wants to see all it. You know what I mean? So the person that you're trying to be a follower of you to start buying stuff from you, they're not going to see it. So that's a what? Basically 3 weeks you have to be consistent for them to even have the chance to see all 7, and they probably won't. So now after a month of going hard and you don't see it, you saying, oh man, I gotta do something totally different. No, just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. You can change things, tweak things, different ideas, your delivery, but the process of I have to post 3 times, you can move that process up to 4 or 5. You can do that, but don't try to change everything and like I'm not gonna do it right now because it's not working. No, because it's not working. But guess who's working? You're working every single day, 9 to 5. You're working. So as long as you're working, you need to make sure that plan that you have is working as well. So hopefully that helped out. Hopefully that helped you get into the mindset of understanding that your time is limited. You don't have all the time in the world to do anything you want. You're going to have to make a plan, make a structure. If that's going to be, you're going to be doing things in the day before work or doing things after the work, you have to plan it. You're going to have to time block it. What are you doing every single hour? We just can't be out here just doing what we want because it's not going to happen like that. Your job, you don't just come into work and they say, all right, do what you want to do today. As long as you get it done. No, it's a structure. They don't give you that much control to do what you want to do. It's not like even my managers got meetings, got this, got that. They can't just do whatever they want to do. And you can't do whatever you want to do. Just because you're the boss of your own creations don't mean you can do whatever you want to do. You're going to have to be disciplined. You're going to have to be more disciplined because now you have no one to answer to. You have only person to answer to is yourself. And you could be as lenient as you can, but just know if you're lenient on yourself, the content you're trying to create, nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to see it because there's no structure. There's no discipline there. You're just doing it when you want to do it. The reason why your boss is so hard on you because they know that their job is important. They know that they have a big business. You probably work for a super big corporation. They know that every little mistake is big. And that's how you want to be on yourself. When you're not showing up for yourself, you got to be hard on yourself. You got to put yourself on punishment. All right, I messed up. This whole week I can't be on TikTok. This whole week I can't be on Instagram. This whole week I can't be on YouTube. This whole week I can't go out. You're going to have to put yourself on punishment for not doing what you said you're going to do. Like just because you're an adult don't mean you can't be on punishment. Tell your friends that. Yo, you hanging out with us? Now I'm on punishment. You on punishment? What? Yeah, I'm on punishment because I didn't do what I said I was going to do. And now instead of hanging out with y'all, I got to stay in the house and do what I had to do. That's the only way you're going to be successful. You got to be that person to yourself. Or you can get an accountability partner. Find someone that's doing something similar to you and let them know. Let them know your struggle. Let them know that, do they mind being that accountability partner for you? You can try that as well. Those are different ways as well. But you want to make sure that you're disciplined. This is not a May not do it when I feel like it, because you can do it like I feel like it, you ain't gonna have no time. You're gonna be stressed out. And we don't want that. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed talking about it. Just planning and scheduling, just seeing how much stuff I can get done is amazing. Like thinking that I had no time, but realizing that it's just me. It's just, I felt like scrolling was more important than creating content. I want to be a content creator. Oh, I got to do research. You don't need to be scrolling on TikTok for 2 hours a day trying to get inspiration. No, you need to create. You need to create. So definitely do that. I want you to understand that your job pays your bills, but that dream is going to change your life. That dream is going to change other people's lives, your family lives. You're building that foundation for your family to stand on. You're not doing it at your job. At your job, you're just doing that to get by. That's it. It's paying your bills. That's it. It's not helping you out in the future. You got the 401k, we don't want to wait till we're 65 to be able to touch our money. That's crazy. Like, do something now. So work on those dreams to change your life, but you're going to have to schedule it. You're going to have to plan it out, time block. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that episode. I think I said it 3 times already, but hopefully y'all enjoy that episode. Leave in the comments how you're going to figure out your schedule. Are you going to be doing things before work, or are you going to be doing things after work? Let me know what works for you. We can have an argument back and forth. I feel like the morning time is better, but if you feel like nighttime is better, put in the comments. Let's argue. I don't mind going back and forth as long as it's helping. It's not long as it's an argument that I did all of this at nighttime. How about you? Perfect conversation. I love it. The main thing I want you to do is be able to do something. As long as you're spending that time in the evening being productive, you're not just scrolling and watching TV. I really don't care. Morning times are better, but as long as you're getting it done. All right. So again, my name is Jelan Abrams. This is the Unknown and Talented podcast. See you next week.